Hello BookTube. So the Women's Prize Longlist was announced a couple of hours ago. Behind the camera is
Hi!
Nell. She has Googled what the Women's Prize Longlist is. I still don't know what it is. And she is going to reveal it to me a book at a time. I'm going to respond and react and give you my first thoughts. Have you got the list now?
I have. Before we get into the list, I just want to say the comment from the judging panel is that there is something here for all readers. So they've obviously tried to inject some kind of diversity into this list.
I think that that's normally true for the Women's Prize. You often get like something like really highbrow in with like a thriller or something.
It's just interesting as like a declared focus.
Oh yeah, I think that's excellent.
Book number 1 is Black Butterflies by Priscilla Morris.
I have never heard of this book. This was not on my radar. This was a complete shock. I know nothing about it.
Set in Sarajevo in spring of 1992.
Oh, before the Slobodan Milosevic and all those unpleasant things.
Yeah, so that sounds like a Scott book, to be honest, without having read 2 words of the description. Children of Paradise by Camilla Grudova.
This is the second one. I had no idea.
Cursed Bread by Sophie Mackintosh.
Yeah, okay. This one a few people was talking about. Not one that was
On your
high
list?
on my list of possibilities. So, bit of a surprise, but that's not a big surprise.
Demon Copperhead by Barbara Kingsolver.
This is a bit disappointing, I think. I think this is a real predictable book based on, once you're retelling David Copperfield, it's pretty obvious where this book is going. I'm a bit disappointed.
Fire Rush by Jacqueline Crooks.
Oh my goodness, so many books I've not heard of.
Glory by NoViolet Bulawayo.
This is a good book. I like this book, but this is a bit divisive, this book. I really like it.
Homesick by Jennifer Croft.
My goodness, another one I just, do I even read books?
I'm a Fan by Sheena Patel.
Yeah, this one was definitely one that was on the radar.
Memphis by Tara M. Stringfellow.
I DNF'd this one. This one didn't work for me. And this was one of these ones that I think should have worked for me. It just didn't.
Pod by Laline Paull.
Another one I've not heard of. I kind of was a bit scared that I would have read every single book on this long list, and that's clearly a fear that was misplaced entirely.
It's exciting when you haven't even heard of them. There's so many new ones to introduce you to. Stone Blind by Natalie Haynes.
This is Greek myth retelling. This was not one I would read if it wasn't for the Women's Prize, but we'll give it a shot and see if it's any good.
The Bandit Queens by Parini Shroff.
Don't know.
The Dog of the North by Elizabeth McKenzie.
Don't know.
The Marriage Portrait by
Maggie O'Farrell.
Thank you.
I think this is one of the more expected books on this long list, isn't it?
Trespasses by Louise Kennedy.
I think Trespasses is another expected book. That's a good book.
Wandering Souls by Cecile Pin.
Yeah, and I think this one was this is a bit like Cursed Bread. I don't think Wandering Souls has been released yet, or it's only been out for a couple of days, so nobody's had a chance to read that yet. Is that the whole long list?
That's the whole long list.
I'm a bit surprised that Mame didn't make it, to be honest. Everybody predicted Demon Copperhead and The Marriage Portrait, and everything else is a bit of a surprise. I think I'm a Fan and Cursed Bread and Wandering Souls were probably on the radar of a few people. Everything else, most of those books I've not heard of.
That's exciting.
Yeah, so I was hoping to have a head start and be able to smash this long list out in a week, and it's definitely not going to happen. I'm not even sure how I'm going to get all these books in a week. I feel it's so hard to respond to this live because there are so many books that I don't know about. It's half an hour later. I've had a bit of a chance to search the internet and find some information out about the books I didn't know about, to look some things up. Quite excited. One of the books is by Olga Trakach's, I can never say her last name, the lady who wrote Drive Your Plough Over the Bones of the Dead, her translator. What the judges said, there really does sound like there is a book for everybody. I love the premise of The Bandit Queen. That is about a woman who is a widower, and rumour has it that she has killed her husband, and she's not bothered about dispelling that because she prefers life as a widower. And then one day a woman with an abusive husband comes to her for advice. That just sounds cathartic. That just sounds like a good fun time. Wandering Souls is completely the sort of book I normally love. There is not a lot of magical realism on this long list, unlike last year. There's probably slightly too many white authors. There's nobody gender diverse that I can see. The Dog of the North sounds fantastic. This is another one that I'm really looking forward to. A little bit of a whinge with this one. It's not released yet. That's not, I just don't like that when book prizes do that. I don't feel it's inclusive of readers. I just don't think it's nice. And I think that could be fixed up in administration. Black Butterfly is totally a Scott book. Just, so many books that I'm really looking forward to reading. So this is a Women's Prize long list that really, whether it's good or not, we'll know in a few weeks' time once we've all had a chance to read a few books and digest. Exciting. Really exciting. This is a good long list for readers. If you want to follow the Women's Prize and you're new here, make sure you subscribe to this channel. I will post a breakdown of the entire long list, all 16 books, at some point.